looking for a Mr Mole.
Davis.
It's a bit cramped in here, no windows.
These laptops, monitors, they're my windows. Take a seat.
I don't have much time.
Here's your file.
You've got a file on me.
I've got a file on everyone.
And the bloke who cleans the toilets.
Lithuanian, lactose intolerant, keeps iguanas.
Can we get on?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, because you're a very busy man, aren't you, Mr Davis? Not like those other senior manners up there. All sitting around watching porn, gambling, all in company time. They think no one knows. But I know. See that server in the corner? We call that the funnel. Everything goes through there. Emails, phone calls, text messages.
Isn't there a problem with GDPR?
Absolutely.
You could get the firm into a lot of trouble.
The firm is already in a great deal of trouble, Davis. India and China, they're high output, low wages. You've got to be hard-headed to survive in this business. Remember Harris?
Sean Harris.
Classic case. Middle-aged man, overweight, recently divorced, drunk too much at lunchtime, had to let him go.
He resigned.
Big saving on redundancy if you can get him to resign. Better than sacking. All that unfair dismissal bollocks.
He chose to resign.
Because he lost his licence. A sales manager's no good without his licence. Here, look at this graph. This is Harry's keystroke pattern.
Keystroke pattern?
We log in every time he hits a key. Notice the long gaps around midday, the lunch break from which he returned half-pissed.
He had problems.
We've all got problems. Mine was Sean Harris. We put an alert to tell us when he was miskeying, i.e. pissed. Little call to PC plod. They were waiting for him at the gates. Banned it for 3 years.
That's not right.
If we'd have sacked him, he'd want his day in court.
I'm not a drinker.
You barely touch the stuff. But there is a problem. I've been monitoring your emails.
My emails?
You know, the ones between you and Katie Richards.
That's private.
Company laptop, company electricity, company time. I mean, they were quite innocuous, really. But it got me thinking. Why are these two people who work at completely different ends of the offices emailing each other back and forth, always around midday? Then it dawned on me. Bingo! We got ourselves a good old-fashioned office romance.
I'm not having an affair.
Oh, you are a very discreet couple, I'll give you that. Well done.
Even if it were true, be nothing to do with you or the firm.
I've been profiling you. Man of your age and experience. You served this firm for what? 20 years. But not if you get involved with a younger woman. It's the usual pattern. Your wife throws you out. Then you move in with Mr. Kids, start drinking, get depressed, and then what? You're good for another 5 years, if that.
I'm not having an affair with anyone.
This is your keystroke pattern graph. Notice the long lunch hours. Normally 1 hour, 2, but sometimes even 3. If I overlay Katie Richards' graph, that you see, it matches exactly.
And that's how you know.
That and other things. Security camera tapes, emails, Facebook.
Do you want to blackmail me? Is that it?
Mr. Davis, we are a professional company.
So what do you want?
We want you to be happy.
Happy?
Yeah. Happy people, happy marriages. We like those. Happy people sell more. Customers can smell despair.
I'm the best salesman this firm has ever had.
No arguments there.
You want me to stop seeing her?
Yeah,
When?
today.
Just like that?
This is Miss Richards' attendance record over the last couple of years. Very little sick leave, except
Once a month she takes a day off.
every month. It's the curse of womankind. The month flees. The curse. But have a look here. The last 2 months, interestingly, sadly, no more days off.
Could be anything.
Yeah, of course, it could be, absolutely. But Katie, she logs on the same time every morning. But lately she's been a bit scatty, shall we say. There's gaps. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Don't make any sense. Unless, of course, or just maybe she's in the toilets, throwing up. And when I match the time into the CCTV...
You've got CCTV in the women's toilet?
Of course not. That would be unethical. Just on the door. Women, eh? They'd be in there all day if you let them, wouldn't they? Put her lipstick, bit of blusher, bit of powder. Katie's pregnant.
What?
Pregnant.
She can't be. She hasn't said anything.
Well, I think I got a pretty good idea why not.
She would have told me.
Bit of a shock, innit? I suppose if you put enough pennies in a fruit machine, you're bound to hit a jackpot at some point, ain't you? Bells, bells, belling.
I can't believe she didn't tell me.
Luckily, there's what you might call a window of opportunity opening. Unless, of course, you're considering doing the honourable thing.
The honourable thing?
Marry the poor girl. Make an honest woman of her. Oh no, you can't, can you? Because you've already got a wife. Well, if you can't do the honourable thing, you're going to have to do the sensible thing.
Which is?
Never give her the opportunity to tell you about the baby. Never see Katie again. Ever.
No, we need to discuss this at least.
Talking is the worst thing you could do.
And you think she'll just disappear quietly and have the baby?
She will when we sack her.
You can't sack someone because she's pregnant.
No, you're right. How we know? She hasn't told anyone about the pregnancy. Women, eh? They've got so many rights these days, haven't they? You know, you pay your maternity money for months, but they've got no intention of ever coming back.
You can't just sack her.
Oh, I think we can.
For what reason?
As long as we don't know about her pregnancy, we can do what we like.
So you sack her and I dump her. Nice.
This one plots the long lunch breaks you used to take together over the last few years. Look, you can see they're rapidly declining. Your affair is going to end the minute that trend line hits the horizontal axis, which is 9:30 on the 2nd of February next year.
That's preposterous.
I'm joking. I don't know the time. Just today. But Katie don't need a graph to know that your interest is waning. That's where the pride kicks in. She's not going to cling on to you just because of the baby. She's going to walk away. It'd be like she'd never existed.
I've had enough of this. I'm going to see her. I don't know how many laws you're breaking with this setup, but I'm sure the police will have something to say.
The police? Call them, go on. Nino, Nino, Nino. I love to see him try and break this encryption. I'll ring him myself, shall I? We don't need to be enemies, Mr. Davies.
This is just... it's too much to take in.
If you stay with this woman and try and build a life on what is, quite frankly, a faded sexual passion, you'll lose everything. Your family, your house, your job.
You can't sack me. Not for this.
We're not all completely innocent now, are we? I mean, there's that little amount of 15% of your time spent on non-company business. And the 17 outstanding discrepancies of your expenses claims.
You can't sack me.
No need. As long as you do the right thing.
And leaving Katie pregnant in a damp flat with my child, that's the right thing, is it?
Nobody has to keep a baby these days. Once she finds out she's lost her job, she'll do the sensible thing. Let me show you one more graph. I've fed in all the necessary parameters. Your age, your health status, family illnesses, hair colour, size of your penis. As you can see, the blue line here is your lifeline. When that reaches down there and it meets the horizontal axis, well, that's when you... Oh.
The day I'm going to die and I'll be...
75. Bloody hell. That's not bad this day and age.
You can't predict these things.
There's a margin of error. 10%. It's getting smaller every year. Bit like your penis. Now if I amend a couple of parameters, provided for two families, money, worries, divorce to spare, a little bit of guilt and depression. Oh.
I die in 10 years' time.
If you're lucky. And you'll leave behind half a dozen screaming twats staring at your coffin. It's a fucking car crash. But only if you insist on telling Katie. Once she tells you she's pregnant, then we lose control of the situation.
This is what you do all day, is it? Sit here messing up people's lives.
People are quite capable of messing up their own lives without my assistance. Mr. Davis, you are a very lucky man. You've got a nice wife, a good job, good home. Why would you want to throw it all away? You're going to be driving around in a shitty Peugeot 203, selling insurance to people who don't want it, living in a shithole with a screaming child and a woman you don't even care about anymore.
All right. I get it. I'm going.
Of course, you have important meetings to attend to. Straight back to the office now, Davies. No diversions.
Mr. Davies.
Yes, put me through to Kate Richards, please.
Katie Richards?
Hello. Mr. Mole, staff liaison. I need a word.
Okay. See you in a minute then.
Basement, room 1.